Let's see here. Seriously, why did game devs forget fog exists? It probably lagged the console too much here. Just use fog. Oh, there's those guys despawning. I mean, a world filled with people that look like this, standing around like freaking fentanyl zombies. Do you really think they'd be doing things like fog? In a world covered in people like this? Look at them. They're everywhere. Just zombies. Yeah, it does the opposite, made things run better on old systems. I guess that's true because you can unload more stuff. But do you think Game Freak really is taking the time with these games to figure out how to optimize and, like, unload things that aren't being used? Like... Wink. Kind of like New Orleans, I guess. What, with fent zombies? Or what? Magikarp. Is that a problem there, too? Hi. You're Floridans, right? That's me. Architecture stuff. Oh. Yeah, and fair enough there. Great, follow me. Go through the, non-interactable door. But, you know, you press the button, we'll teleport to the other side. The, solid texture on the wall door. I need you to destroy all the mega crystals here in the sewers. There's a lot of them. You're ready to break a sweat. I mean, I don't actually do anything, but, and keep any mega shards that you find when you destroy the mega crystals. Good luck. Oh, just with, like, the old buildings and stuff, you mean? I get you. Well. Here. Swipe. Blarg. Yeah. Yeah, you're not wrong. Look, the sewers actually have lighting. Look like the Oblivion sewers. Skrelp. Aquajet. Technically 300. Yeah, it's been around a whole lot longer than my city. That's for sure. This one is definitely not nearly that old. Well, let's see here. Boop. Love me, Skrelp. Yar, I do love me, Skrelp. I don't know why that was the first thing that came to my mind, but, let's see here. Then we go this way. And then we do this. Apparently you can evolve Inkay in this game by just putting your Joy-Cons on upside down on the Switch too, which is a little funny. Instead of having to flip the whole console upside down. You just flip specifically the controllers, attach them on upside down. Taunt. Which is kind of fun. Yoink. I'll take that tiny mushroom. Oh, almost missed this one. Come on. Do the thing. You destroy all the Mega Crystal. The U.S. Patent Office recently rejected Nintendo patents. They rejected one of them, and now I think they're taking the time to reevaluate some of their standing ones and be like, should these even be passed in the first place? Which is fantastic news. Just make the Inkay Evu not do any of that, please. Yeah, fair enough. Been updated. They updated their patents? Good work in there. And those Mega Crystals grow willy-nilly could make this sewer real crowded for Pokemon. So we and the Rust Syndicate try to clean them up. On the boss's orders, obviously. What are Mega Crystals anyway? I've heard they're chunks of Mega Power. That just begs the question of what in the world Mega Power is, right? Sounds like something that'd give you a wicked high. In any case, the Mega Crystals are gone, so let's go. But yeah. Yeah, this is kind of what it seems like sometimes, huh? What? Thanks for taking care of that pesky mess down there. Say, is it true you're going around calming rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon? I can't say. Please, there's no point hiding it. I already told you, we're always watching. Whoa! Whoa, what is going on with that guy in the background? He's, like, fading in and out of existence. He's, like, fading away like he got touched by a Gnosis in Xenosaga. Like... what is going on with that guy back there? Like... what the heck, man? So, right underneath my hair. Right to the left of my model. He's, like, fading in and out of existence. Constantly loading and unloading. Usually being loaded, but on, like, a cycle of unloading. What the heck? One more question. I know a guy showed up after you calmed one of those rogue Pokemon recently. Who was he? I don't know him well. You don't know him, eh? Wow, that... Oh, it has nothing to do with, like, my model blocking him then. Clearly, it is still doing the same thing. It's just a purely distance-based thing. Wow, that gentleman's name is Lysander. He is, or was, a very wealthy and generous businessman. He helped me out when I was a kid, provided me with support since I had no family to rely on. I don't know why he did what he did 5 years ago, or what he's been up to since. But if he's alive, that means I can repay him for everything he's done for me. Oh, but look at me talking to myself. You better not breathe a word of this to anyone, understand? Man, it's crazy how open people are with Pokemon protagonists. Otherwise, that interest might become a lot more of an issue for you. Anyway, I have another job for you. We've got a little problem with some outsiders causing trouble on our turf. It might get nasty. But you should be able to handle it for me, alright? You'll know what's up if you head to the battle court near Centrico Plaza. Go take care of it. You heard the boss's orders. You better listen to him. Okay. But yeah, I have a clip where an NPC model glitching up and down like crazy, like the model clipped on the ground and just spazzed. I've never saved on my Switch. If you want me to send you the clip sometime, or if I ever want to use it at essay one day in the future, maybe. It'd be funny to see just for the sake of seeing there. But yeah, with the current game situation going on around here, quite the overload there. Plus me now working full time. Time for video essays is a little bit hard pressed, I will definitely say. Like, yeah, I would imagine there's probably a lot more glitches there. Like, if I was doing content creation as my full-time thing, then of course I would have the time to do, like, video essays and do all sorts of stuff. But that didn't quite work out. Content creation isn't exactly the thing that's gonna help me save up for a down payment on a house. So, gotta do what I gotta do. How do I get in here? What? So, I have a lot of people ask me about, like, if I would be doing a Pokemon Legends ZA video essay, and it's like, short answer is I'd like to, but, you know, as much as I would have loved to have grown this channel into a point where I could actually kind of rely on it a decent bit more and be doing it as a main kind of job, like, it's still a side business for me. But, you know, compared to the hours that I put in, it is, like, the most tiny twiddly winks of monies that I get off of it, so, you know, I gotta work an actual job, and working an actual job means that I'm busy, and I don't have as much time for stuff like this. Gotta be on that work grind set there, because I need monies, is what I need. Like, I'm not saying that, like, I'm in, like, a really financially desperate situation or anything like that. I'm not. I'm financially stable. But I'm saying for, like, long term, you know, can't be doing the thing that I get the most enjoyment out of forever. Gotta do stuff that'll actually help support me a little bit better long term here. Now, for your Roselia, it strongly suggests having it learn the special move Giga Drain. It's true that its current move, Poison Sting, has an appealing additional effect. However, you should note that it's a physical move. I would also suggest Calcium for Roselia, but I realize your pocket money might be limited. What, is someone else? Are these kids relying on YouTube money too? Are you here for some battle advice as well? I assume it's just because they're kids, but, you know, while we're on this subject. Can you talk to these fancy pants for us? They're from the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. We were just having battles on our own when they came up and started lecturing us. I bet they're just trying to show off to us because nobody their own age will put up with them. Do you think you can take us on? You do look somewhat capable. If nothing else, it should provide a nice warm-up for our next gathering. Very well. If you feel you're ready to face the two of us, then come speak to me. Oh shit, it's the competitive community. Yeah, sure seems like. But yeah, I mean, I've been taking advantage of ZA's release by doing some mashup music from this game with X and Y music. Yeah, I've seen some of that there. Past 5 videos I've uploaded from them almost 2 weeks now, and combined they got like 10 to 15k views. Nice. There was one time while playing Peak with a friend, the flare in the place was clipping into the plane, and it was really funny to me and laughed for 2 minutes straight. I know like nothing about Peak apart from it being like the game that people were going ham on at Fragapalooza. Rarely uploaded in the past couple of years, but taking advantage of the situation when it's available and relevant is absolutely worth it. And I could do the same with a video essay on this game, but it is a matter of what do I give up that I want to otherwise do for the sake of having the time to make that video, you know? Because there really isn't any time anymore that I'm just like, lounging around, not really doing anything and productive. I guess the only times of that would really be while I'm eating food. That'll be like my break. Eat food, watch YouTube. Though a lot of times, when I'm eating breakfast is usually when I cut things up into parts and make thumbnails nowadays with like my more limited time. I'm gonna go ahead and ban that bot really quickly. So even when eating food, I'm usually trying to be pretty productive. So I don't have that much time where I'm just sitting around not doing much. So it's not like I could just put in more time there. It really is a matter of what do I otherwise want to do, like either in my own life or on this channel, that I'm giving up for the sake of having the time to make a video essay. You know, you seem quite confident in your skills, but do you really think you can beat both of us? And if I do make a video essay, it begs the question that I've been asking myself for the past year of do I start putting it on a separate channel? Because it seems like I put it onto this main channel and I just, it doesn't work out. It worked okay for a little while, but, and I get people commenting all the time being like, you know, this video essay stuff is great, but I can't subscribe to this channel because there's just too much playthrough stuff. Think you can put the playthrough stuff somewhere else? And it's like, man, this has been a playthrough channel since day one. And then it was me throwing things at the wall for about 3 years, trying to see if anything like stuck, and eventually being video essays. And then I found the thing that I could use to try to make this channel not dead. And now, and now people are like, oh yeah, that other thing you do, it shouldn't be here. It should be somewhere else. And like realistically, if I did want to turn this into like a more sustainable like side income business to like support me better into the future, like there might be a point there that I might have to start putting video essays onto a separate channel and just acknowledging that this channel's pretty dead, you know. And it's been something that I've been asking myself for the past year. But I don't know. We'll see. First, I figure out if there's even time and effort going into making a video essay on this game or not. I feel like a lot of people have also potentially gotten tired of those kinds of videos on Pokemon where it's like, yep, everyone knows the quality's garbage at this point. Like, what new is there to say? I'm quite confident in your skills, but you really think you beat both of us? Yeah, sure. We participate in very advanced battles with the Society of Battle Connoisseurs. Let me show you a glimpse of our skill. And overall, it's just a weird situation of, like, do I have the time? What do I abandon for the sake of having the time if I want to commit into it? Is it worth it when all my video essay views have been drastically declining for a long time? Like, if I put in months of effort to make another video essay, like my most recent one that I uploaded, the one on the Nintendo Switch 2, only to get like 600 views, something like that, I'll think, okay, I could have spent that time a whole lot better. Was that really worth it? And if I do end up making a video, does it go onto this channel and be subjected to potentially staying dead? Or do I put it on a new channel, which might also struggle to bring people from this channel over to that and cause a whole bunch of confusion in and of itself, have the potential to grow into something bigger when people find just video essays on this channel, but also be unmonetized for a long time because it's a new channel. Also, YouTube complained to me recently when I was trying to hook up my phone number to my work email. I was trying to make a YouTube channel for my work, just to like upload unlisted videos of like, I've been doing some video editing and stuff for work as well. So I was trying to do a YouTube channel connected to that email and verify it with my phone number so I could, you know, upload more than a couple of videos at a time and upload videos longer than 10 minutes. And YouTube complains saying that this phone number is linked to too many YouTube accounts as is. So it's like, can't I even make any more damn YouTube channels? At least with this phone number, would I have to put it under like a family member's phone number just to make another friggin' YouTube channel? Because technically under this phone number, I have this channel. I have my truck and my gardening channels, each of which only have one video, because I just haven't had the time to do more. But like, I would like to do more on those, but there's just non-existent time. There's more so channels that I keep in my back pocket for if the day comes that I want to make cool, like, vehicle or gardening stuff to go on them. And then there's like my own like personal Gmail channel, which just has a whole bunch of like unlisted videos that had to do with like university stuff that wasn't being uploaded to my main channel. So I had 4 channels already because of that. I tried to make a 5th one for work, and it didn't allow it. So I just uploaded it to like my personal one where I just keep unlisted videos and stuff. For this work stuff so far, it's tied to my personal email rather than my work email. And it's a whole freaking mess there. So if I did make another channel specifically for video essays, can I even link it to my damn phone is another concern. And overall, it's just a big mess. It's all just a big can of worms where my brain is like, I've already got so much shit going on that is this even really something that I want to delve into right now? So when it comes to, like, making a video essay on this game and just more video essays in general, of course I would like to. Obviously I would. But the reality is a whole lot more complicated than that. The biggest thing being time, but of course lots of other factors like that. Why does his hair look like that of a Lego minifigure? Must remain classy, even when conquered. Anyway. But yeah, if you start another channel, don't you have to wait until you get a certain number of subs before you can monetize it? Last time I remember it was 1,000 subs. It's 1,000 subs and 12,000 watch hours in the last 1 year period. Which, if I do have a video essay that takes off on the scale of some of my previous Pokemon essays, 12,000 watch hours is nothing. It's not that bad. But if I get something like my last handful of video essays that I've gotten, like, that haven't even broken 1,000 views, then 12,000 watch hours isn't happening. No, I'd say keep it, because even though most of the videos are just playthroughs and stuff, the video essays still relate to video games. Yeah, it is all under, like, the same umbrella. Like, I put my gardening and truck-related stuff under different channels because of how completely different it is. But yeah, you are right that, like, with the gaming stuff, it is all under one umbrella. But yeah, I have had a lot of comments of people being like, man, I have to unsubscribe to you because there's just too much content with this playthrough stuff. Can't you put it on some other channel? I would stay subscribed if it was just video essays, but because you do this other stuff, I just can't stay subscribed. I get recommended too much stuff. And, like, I tried to negate that by having only, like, there's a, here, I can literally show it. I can literally show what I do. Yeah, maybe it is a wig. Like, to try and work around that, I can show in YouTube Studio here. I guess if I go to this layout here, I have a lot of Metal Gear shit to work on right now. So, ignore the fact that I haven't touched these yet. This is all from last weekend, the 24-hour charity stream 13. So this goes until December 19th with the daily stuff. So yeah, this was technically one sitting, 35 parts. So you can see how stuff can add up really fast. This is the 23-hour, 50-minute stream. Let's scroll to something where there is actually stuff. Here, some of this stuff that I've been queuing up. You know, I usually have like one to two main series is going on at once. So I know Pokemon is big on my channel. So let's look at this video, for example. Pro Fighter versus some random beetle I have in my pocket that's going up in a few days from now. I have this little box check that says publish to the subscriptions feed and notify subscribers. That's what's on by default. It's like, yes, put it in the little subscription panel, like have it be recommended, pushed out there, yada yada, stuff like that. Whereas with my other videos, usually I'll have that on for, like, the beginning of a playthrough. So, like, if we look at, you know, the frickin' Hyrule Warriors here, parts 1 to 3, I usually have, like, part 1 and 2, maybe 3. I think I go up to 4 on this, you know, just to let people know that this is a playthrough that I'm doing. Like, get the first few parts out there, just be like, hey, this is the thing I'm doing if you want to check it out. But then once the series gets, like, properly underway, I just uncheck that box, is what I do. So, like, here. It's not published to subscriptions feed and doesn't notify subscribers. So it essentially counts as a ghost upload where, you know, it's not appearing on subscriptions feed. And that's my way of not spamming people when I realize that I have a lot of playthrough stuff going on. But when you consider the modern YouTube landscape, fewer and fewer people are actually finding videos through the subscriptions panel, to be fair. Most clicks come from the homepage. And less every day are coming from the proper subscriptions panel. So, you know, subscriptions are actually mattering as a statistic less and less, honestly, when it comes to YouTube. It's kind of interesting to see the way that's going. But I would have assumed that this meant that it wouldn't get recommended on the homepage either, is what I would presume. Like, I would presume that it would only be recommended to you on the homepage if you'd watch, like, the earlier videos in this series. So I set them in, like, series playlists here, so that if you've watched one video in the playlist, you'll automatically be recommended the next, because you're watching it as a series playlist. I set all these as series playlists. So if you've seen, like, if you watch part 1, YouTube's probably going to recommend you part 2. If you've seen part 2, you're probably going to be recommended part 3. And some of my people that have commented being like, hey, can this playthrough stuff be on a different channel? Will say in comments, hey, this random part of your playthrough got notified, like, I was notified about it on my homepage. I don't want this on my homepage. I'm unsubscribing from you. Like, I just kind of respond saying, you know, that's weird. I unchecked that one box to purposefully try and avoid that. It should only be being recommended if you watch the last one, but, you know, I don't know for sure how it works. Like, I can look into it or something here, but that's what I tried to do to, like, not be spamming people. But, you know, Who knows? Maybe it's being recommended on the homepage anyway, just as like another recent upload. But you'd think that it wouldn't be unless you had seen the previous ones in a series playlist, is what I would presume. That's what I would guess, at least. But yeah. Also, it is a little bit of a... It is a little bit demoralizing when people are like, yeah, I don't like that there's other content here on this channel. I'm unsubscribing from you. You know, that's always fun to see. I got those comments somewhat regularly-ish. No, I probably shouldn't word it like that. From time to time is probably a better way to put it. Probably every couple months, I'll get another thing like that. Honestly, this location is just too drab for my Pokemon to show their full potential. I'll make sure the name of the Society of Battle Connoisseurs remains untarnished. Prepare yourself, for I am far stronger than him. My love for Pokemon battles knows no bounds. I probably could have just 2v1'd you guys. Doesn't YouTube have it to where you can have custom notification on specific channels? Maybe? I know that there's like the bell icon that you can do to like actually get notified when new videos are uploaded. I don't have the bell on like for any channel, like except for like maybe close friends that I know only upload like once in a blue moon and I actually want to be notified about. I know that a lot of YouTubers nowadays are like, subscribe and hit that bell icon. Don't hit the bell icon with me, you will regret it. Here, just do this, screw it, man. Like, I upload a lot. You don't need the freaking bell icon on for me. I never tell people to turn on the bell icon. But despite me not having the bell icon, I've started getting notifications of all sorts of random uploads from channels I know I don't have the bell icon for. Not only with, like, YouTube Bell itself, but I get these notifications on my phone as well. My phone will vibrate and be like, oh, there's a new upload from this channel that you haven't watched in, like, months of this random video, this title. And it's like, oh, well, that's that's cool. Thanks for notifying me about that. I also forgot to check what I was being emailed about earlier. Looks like Twitch sent me a payment, which is, hey, you know, that's not a bad email to get. I like receiving monies there. And then, let's see here. Here's a work thing that I'm gonna skim over while I'm battling here. Let's see here. Well, I gotta do this here. I don't know, Stone Edge. Okay, no, that doesn't apply to me. It seemed like it had something to do with, like, prizes for some of these math camps that we're doing, so I thought it might pertain to the dragons that I'm 3D printing. But it doesn't pertain to that, so I'm good. So I gotta figure out how to disable these notifications that I'm getting bombarded with, because it is actually driving me up the wall. Impossible! We're both members of Jakit's illustrious Society of Battle Connoisseurs. You shouldn't be able to defeat the two of us. This will leave a stain on the reputation of our esteemed society and tarnish our brand. I think we need to call for reinforcements to sort this out. Yo, honestly, with me getting driven up the wall here just now in the last month, starting to get notified about uploads from channels, makes me wonder how the heck anybody, like, lives with turning the bell icon for channels and getting notified all the time about new uploads. Like, I get it if it's a channel that's uploading once in a blue moon and you actually want to make sure that you're not missing it. But, like, for channels that are uploading on a regular basis, like, maybe I'm just a weirdo that kind of hates notifications unless it's something I actually genuinely really care about. Or maybe I'm just too old here. These darn whippersnappers constantly being notified about this new content. But I don't like it. So don't turn on the bell with me if you're like me and get driven up the wall by this kind of thing. Plus, the series that I upload, it goes up on the same time every day on, like, a daily basis. So as long as you know, like, when stuff is going up, it's that same time every day. You don't necessarily have to be notified about it anyway. It's not like I upload things, like, out of the blue randomly, outside of video essays. It'd be really, you know what would be really cool? If there was a way to toggle in my settings for a video, like, a little checkbox for send this to subscribers that have the bell on. That way I could actually tell people, like, turn on the bell for me. And I'll only push to the bell notification the uploads that I want to get pushed to the bell. Then it might only be things like my video essays. So if you turn on the bell for me, then I only specifically push the ones that are, like, my big uploads that I actually want to draw attention to. And not my random playthrough stuff that I'm doing literally all the time here. You know, only for the special stuff. How cool would that be as a customization option? But there isn't that. At least I don't think. So sucks to suck. But if there was an option like that, where it's like, only push out these videos to those that have the bell on, that'd be awesome. I would love a feature like that. But alas, there's that. get so many notifs, do you get super annoyed by it as well? Hello, Emerald Finder. Not gonna be buying it either way, but I'm curious. How is Legends Z8? Is it as bad as it looks? Graphically, it is quite the embarrassment, I would definitely say. The music, there's some bangers in there. It's nowhere near as good as Pokemon Legends Arceus, but it's a Pokemon game. The music's gonna be good. There's some good stuff in there. I greatly appreciate the freaking resub there, Guzma. Words. Welcome back to Team Enharmonic, Emerald Finder. Enjoy a month of the emotes and the sub badge and all that fun stuff there. And I appreciate another gift sub there, Guzma. The gameplay loop is kind of repetitive. The general gameplay with it being real-time is actually more fun than I've had in a Pokemon game for a decent while. Like, it feels like if you really want a real-time combat game, you can just play something like Xenoblade Chronicles and get a better experience, like an actual dedicated game in that genre. But, you know, it's a nice little change of pace for Pokemon, just, like, to be playing something different. But yeah, it is a little bit repetitive with us going around, like, teaming or quelling these rogue Mega Evolved Pokemon over and over and over again. Like, I am finding that a bit repetitive. And as for the story, it is so all over the place and ludicrous and completely unhinged, but unlike the last several Pokemon games, it does it in a self-aware way that it's kind of parodying itself. And it is a little bit entertaining, just because it's kind of self-aware nonsense that knows it's being completely unhinged. Unlike the last few Pokemon games like Scarlet and Violet and Legends Arceus, which were such unhinged bullshit and pretended that they weren't. This game absolutely revels in itself being complete unhinged lunacy, and through that actually becomes like kind of entertaining. Like right now we're working for the mob. So yeah, this guy here, Corbu, has kind of roped us into a debt that one of our friends took to repay that interest, and has us doing unpaid labor for the freaking French Yakuza here. So yeah, there's a lot of very, very weird things that we're doing in this plot. So because it's like self-aware unhinged lunacy, the plot is actually kind of entertaining. But yeah, so that's kind of how I feel about Pokemon Legends ZA. Hello there, you two. I heard word you've been acting like you own this place. Too bad you had to go and lose to a kid. People are on edge as it is these days, what with all the wild Pokemon showing up in town. Hardly seems like a good time to be going around troubling our city's children, now does it? You're Corbio of the Rust Syndicate, aren't you? And again, with these graphics, don't they look like they were modded into a completely different game? The one who fancies himself some kind of outlaw hero for the masses. So you sent this boor here to humiliate us? Well, we'll have our revenge someday. You all should head home for today too, kiddos. Watch out for any strangers. Ew, I'm glad you got us out of that. Thank you. I don't think of myself as a hero, you know. Someone has to take action, that's all. Anyway, you really are strong, aren't you? And yet you don't boast or show off. Huh, no one even knows that you're the one calming a rogue Pokemon. You're an interesting one. Please, I must ask you to desist. Whoa. I thought that you were, like, briefly fading out of existence like that one person. It's just the yellow part of your jacket is briefly turning black. I must ask you to desist. This is ridiculous. What's happening now? You're coming with me to find out.